educational step-by-step red Kayn game now. So, first things first, we're going to be going red smite. Sometimes with red Kayn, you actually do go green smite if they have a lot of burst. Their team, I would say, I mean, they have a solid amount of burst, but what is more important here? Their burst or their mobility, right? So you have Shaco, who has pretty decent mobility, Akshan, who has good mobility, Twitch, who can space you out decently well, and Tryndamere, who has a lot of mobility with Flashco. So I would say, you know, with this W as well, they have a good amount of mobility, so being able to stay on top of them is more important than surviving that burst. Whenever you go green smite, it's like a team that's just going to be like layered on top of you. Like they're all just going to clump on you, and that's when you want to go green smite, which isn't necessarily common. So this is going to be a similar path to how I did in my step-by-step blue Kayn tutorial, where I'm actually going to be starting my Raptors, and I'm going to be looking for early ganks. I'm going to be spamming ganks, because this is relevant for all Kayns. There's so many different paths. There's a full clear, there's a full clear reset D-Blade Longsword, there's an invade clear, there's an early gank clear. If it's an early game jungler on the enemy team, I don't necessarily look for early invades, but what I do look for is early ganks. Because if you're playing Kayn right, you can farm faster, and if you can farm faster and you have your high mobility with your E, you can gank faster. And if they're looking for early ganks and you're there first, it doesn't matter if you're stronger or not early, because you are there first. That's what matters. So we're going to be looking for an early gank bot. Now keep in mind, this is to enable plays. It's not necessarily guaranteeing, hey, this will always work. There's no real guarantees. League is all a game about percentages. So if I have a higher percentage chance of making this play work by consistently looking for it in these specific scenarios, that's what I'm going to look to do. So the first step I'm going to be teaching you guys, well, obviously, is the pathing, the clearing. The same thing for blue Kayn. So think about it, blue Kayn, red Kayn, they kind of have the same like step-by-step process for the first form, for the early game. That's why Kayn is so versatile, is because you can play the same way first form. You don't have to play any different than when you play second form. The only thing you kind of want to factor into your brain is, hey, I want to hit more melee champs than I want to hit range champs. That's all that matters. And, you know, thankfully for me, if I gank bot lane this game because they have a melee support, I can get just as many red orbs as I do blue orbs, because, you know, Twitch is going to die a lot faster than Blitzcrank, so I'm more than likely to get more red orbs than blue orbs, right? That's just basics. So it looked like Shaco went for a gank top there. And see, he kind of went for a 3-camp gank top, which means that he started his Raptors, which means that I could also look for a play on him very soon. Okay, that's fine. He's just gonna like kind of mess around. He probably will try and steal this if I'm correct. But see, the thing is I have Smite, so I'm not necessarily worried here, because I could just like E in the wall here. Yeah. Get vision. So if he were to like come after me there, right now he's just wasting his time. You have to understand how volatile Shaco's time is. The early game. His time is a lot more relevant than my time, because I scale. Like, this guy doesn't scale, I scale. So if he's wasting his time doing whatever this is early game, now he got one gank off, which is good, but he didn't get the gold on himself. He's gonna fall into oblivion. He's gonna be extremely useless. And because he went for that top scuttle there, this enables me to go to the bot scuttle, and because I have a reset and he doesn't have a reset, if I have prio, this means I can also look for an invade this guy's jungle. But right now I'm just gonna look for a trade, because hey, you know, he doesn't have ignite. He does have a bit of a getaway, but doesn't have ignite from what I saw. And keep in mind with Shaco, you always want to make sure that he's not able to get this back. Oh wait, it does have ignite. Oh my god. Okay, we live in. Hey, another good thing about Kayn is how long you can just like kind of try and survive. I'm gonna come back here, by the way. Nice. Now we can look to get the bot scuttle. And if they just walk with me here, we'll be able to live. So this is like the importance of that like early gank clear and that early reset. Is, guys, no one saw that. Guys, look how many orbs I have to start the game, and look how much stronger I was. So just keep in mind, this is not just looking at a way to tell you how to play Kayn, it's looking at how to play into all different types of champions, all different types of playstyles. Because Shaco's main strength, I'm tackling that, and I'm taking it away. And I'm playing towards my main strength, which is, I mean, obviously, I feel like everyone should know Kayn's main strength. For the early game, is how fast you can clear, and how fast you can be at a play. So, I'm at the plays first, I am clearing faster, I'm resetting more effectively, So I'm able to get more out of these plays, right? So I had the reset advantage, I had the XP advantage, and then I also was able to be at that play faster, right? So I was already ready for that play. I was already ready for everything that was going to happen there. And then the survivability that you're going to find, you know, with me being able to cross over the wall and whatnot. Just very important. So next step is itemization. Now, a lot of people, they get very confused when they see the lethality and the aggressive items on Red Kayn. But keep in mind, because I'm running the Summon Area runes, which is going to enable you to get a faster form, which, I mean, I've made so many videos on Summon Area. If you guys want me to keep making them, I will gladly do it, because I love Summon Area, and I love talking about it. So basically, with Summon Area, you get orbs per Area proc, and it does solid damage as well. It does not do very low damage. It actually outdamages a lot of the more aggressive runes, like, you know, your Dark Harvest, your First Strikes, your Electrocute. It actually outdamages them in the early game, and will grow to scale to have similar, not necessarily higher, but similar damage output, but also enabling you to a faster form, which will equal a healthier and happier Kayn experience. So I love Summon Area. I will always be an advocate. Summon Area all the way until it gets nerfed. Hopefully never, but, you know, I love it. Right now, I kind of just want to, like, look around here. There's not really a play here, because Renekton's 6, so he's not going to get dove, and Tryndamere not dying, you know, he's 6. But Shaco is around topside, so if you saw right there, I checked with my E just to see if he was there. Because if he was there, then hey, maybe I could look for a counter play. I think unless Renekton plays very silly, he should be fine under this turret. Renekton 6 is incredibly healthy. Oh, but he did take a bad trade, so. Looking for a control ward here would not be a bad idea. So just keep in mind, it's always the angles, boys. It's always the angles. So right now I have a juicy angle behind them. You always want to find ways to get behind them. Nice. And then this guy's going to look for a hook. Wait, didn't look for the hook. Okay, sweet. Oh, you hate to see that, boys. You hate to see that. When you're that close to form and you're one orb off, it is torturous to see. It is torturous, boys. Oh, no. Oh, hello, Akshan. Is he in the pit? Where is he? He's over here. He walked up. I'm not going to start the dragon, because Akshan's on me and Corki's not really moving first. So I'm just going to farm my camps. See, so the one thing I will say that Red and Blue Kayn are completely different about is that you want to get objectives early on. Any time before 10 minutes is a great time to get dragon. Obviously, you know, I'm not looking for it now because there's risk involved. You know, Shaco can come. Akshan had first move. Bot lane's really weak, though. So when my bot lane comes back to map after they spent their gold, I can look to get it. I can look to get this easy. And I'll probably hold on to 2 smite charges. That way we can do it faster. But yeah, Red Kayn is all about team fighting. He's all about objectives because what do objectives lead to? Team fighting, right? So any skirmish, any sort of fight, when you have your form. Keep in mind, when you have your form. Blue Kayn, Red Kayn, they both play the same playstyle, practically. Maybe I could have saved Quirky there, actually. I should have maybe looked to do that. My fault. Yeah, they pretty much have the same, like, ideology early game, except Red is a lot more emphasized on how important objectives are. I will say, though, that... Oh, let me help this guy out here. To get this. Hopefully, Jhin doesn't ignore us. Man, I could let them like try and finish it here. Just come and steal at the very last second. Nice. But the objective got out. Sweet. So the reason why it's so important to look for early objectives is that when I get my form and when I have my ult, I'm going to be able to carry every single team fight. That's pretty much how you want to think about it. You get to carry every single team fight. So I'm going to get a Warhammer. I'm going to get a Control Ward. I'm going to get a Sweeper. Then I'm going to go red form and we're going to look for a play on the Rift. Now keep in mind, I'm not looking to force this because I need to wait till I have my ult. I cannot be looking to force plays unless I have my ult. If I have my ult, and we have the same amount of numbers, like if they have more numbers than we do, which means more people, And obviously I'm just going to look to give. I'm not going to be too overly aggressive, but I get to put forward here. So this form is a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more calm. Blue, it's like make a play here, 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 here. Red, it's like farm your camps, look for a play every now and then when an objective is up, try and get it, you know? Right now, you're probably thinking, why am I not getting Rift? Well, Trinimir's coming from base, Shaco, we don't know where he is. Mid lane, we don't know where he is. We do have mid prio, but we also don't know where Blitz is, and this is what you would call a rotation timer, where sometimes they might leave the ADC in a 1v2, and some might rotate up, which as you can see, there's the rotation. Instead of going top, he actually decided to go mid, which is good for us. And now I could kind of look to stall this objective maybe, and if we can do that, perfect. Because I just wait for my ult, and we're good, and we also have the package, which is also good. Yo, Master Eagle, thank you for the 2 months, welcome back. Can honestly maybe look for this guy here. Okay, he flashed, that's perfect. That's amazing. Okay, so mid got a kill, we got Trin's flash, and now my ult is up, so now we will get the objective. That's all you have to do to play Red Kayn. It's very simple, very easy, very fun as well. You're going to find a lot of fun, and our item is going to be Eclipse. I'm not worried about losing the smite to this guy. I mean, it's possible for sure, but at the same time, you have to be very confident, because when it gets low, and when there's like a backstab angle for the Rift, I'm just going to use my W, right? Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. My fault. I thought the real one was the one behind, not the one in front. So when like he went for that, I was like, oh, okay, this is easy. Like, oh, this is no problem. Well, my bad. I mean, I always mention how you should stop the objective and just fight them so they don't have a chance to steal it, because they could. But, you know, as you can see, I egoed it and I lost the objective. That's why you don't want to do that, but, you know, sometimes it's nice to have an ego. That's what you call limit testing. But, I mean, it's okay, it's okay. As long as you get the dragon. Whenever the dragon's up, I'm never going to do that. Dragon's like the actual, like, game-winning objective. Rift is just nice to get, like, some more gold. You know, be a little bit more fast-paced with the tempo because you can break open early towers. There's like a droid in that bush. I will hop this wall. Okay. We have a minute till the dragon.
By the way, this was Karasmai.
If I want, I can get a little bit stronger here.
Do you miss the old Prowler's Claw like I do?
What's up, Tacho? Yeah, I do. Old Prowler's Claw was amazing. It was so lovely. It was so fun to use. So right now, I think what I'm going to do, just to become as strong as possible, is a lot of their damage is their auto attack damage. So you have auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Or auto attackers. They're all AD as well. So normally, I say that you go the same itemization every game. You go, you know, Eclipse, Plated, Cleaver, Grudge, etc. I might do that, but I also have the opportunity to stack armor here because, hey, they're all AD. And you know what's good in a double AD carry is Randuin's or Frozen Art. Randuin's if they have more than one crit user, which they do, 1, 2, and I mean maybe 3 depending on auction itemizes. But Randuin's gonna be great here. But if they don't have more than one crit user, you can go Frozen Art. And then also, I mean, if you want, you can go Death Stance. It's like a 80 and armor item, but I'd say it's on the lower end of 80 and armor items. Well, I think it's one of the only 80 armor items, but it's on the lower end for armor items is what I meant to say, sorry. I forgot how to speak English. Yeah, same thing applies for Red Kayn. If anyone, any ADC is ever alone in the side lane, you can just kill him. But now, since we got a kill, we're gonna just force this objective. You don't need a pick to force an objective. You can actually just force it and look to team fight. Because, I mean, Red Kayn is so strong in team fight. So if they were ever able to come, you could just beat them. You can just, like, kill them heads up. And the whole thing about Red Kayn is, I think one of the biggest tips I could tell you, whenever you're playing Red Kayn, I want you to view your ult kind of like a Tryndamere ult. You want to hold on to it as like a last second thing. Not too long to where you're gonna die in your ult, because sometimes there's like burn and bleed effects. You can die inside of somebody, but you know, around like 20-30% HP. Or if you're gonna get like hard CC'd in one shot, that's a good time to ult as well. You don't have to eyeball it, you know. Normally the more you play Kayn, the better you'll get at it, but a lot of people, they'll ult early on for damage. I only ever do that if it's damage to kill like a primary carry. So let's say Akshan's very low and he might get away or something, and I want to just 100 to 0 him, I could ult early and just look to one-shot him, right? But it depends. Most of the time you want to hold on to your ult as long as possible. You can see they made a top side, you know, play while we got the bot side objective. And every dragon we get is just adding, like, it's like a ticking time bomb. So just adding pressure, adding pressure, adding pressure. So once we stack those dragons, we'll be able to go for a dragon soul play. And right now we're level 11. See, notice a lot of the things that I'm doing, it's just like chilling during the downtime, right? Like I'm not really doing anything crazy. I'm not forcing anything crazy. I'm just chilling. I'm just farming my camps. We have Corki package, so maybe we can look for something with that. Maybe. So now we're gonna get Cleaver. I would say no matter what mythic you're going, no matter what build you're going for Kayn, you should always build Cleaver. You should always find a way to get Cleaver in there. Red Kayn has built Cleaver. I think the only time we didn't build Cleaver was like one patch when Shojin was just way better. Shojin was like Exodia. I could maybe look for like one more year. And also look for a W on Tryndamere if he like goes for anything crazier. Got him. Woo, that was dangerous. That's the Eclipse coming in for you. Had my smite up, so I wasn't too worried. Okay. I'll just get my two bot side camps here. So yeah, I think the thing is, like, you shouldn't be scared of fighting with Red Kayn. A lot of people, when they're like, Karasmai, I do really good with Blue Kayn, but I do really bad with Red Kayn. I actually get surprised because Red Kayn, you can play a lot more like sloppy. You can play a lot more like careless. You can kind of just take fights, and more often than not, you're finding success with fights. Because one of the main strengths of Red Kayn is just his sustain. And the more damage you deal, the more sustain you're going to have. So you can itemize really aggressively. You can also itemize kind of defensively. You can itemize all kinds of ways with Red Kayn, to be honest. He's a lot more lenient than Blue Kayn. You can make a lot more mistakes. As long as you're focusing on the main core thing of his kit, which is team fighting. Main core thing of, hey guys, this objective spawning, let's group, let's fight this. So it does require a little bit more communication, a little bit more teamwork. That's why a lot of people, they love Blue Kayn, because it's like, I do everything. I'm the team. Let me do everything. I'll do this. I'll do that. Like, I'll handle it all. But Red Kayn, it's like, okay guys, let's be smart about this. Let's group up. Let's try and make some plays together, right? Nice, I killed Akshan. See, notice I'm every objective, just on him. Every objective, I'm like, okay, I'm here. Never late, always prepared. So you always want to get prepared. Prepared means like reset, like maybe a minute before. Go there, get vision, etc. But if you're like really ahead, you can go like fashionably late, you know, that's what I always say. You can show up fashionably late. But see, at this point, I am massively spiked. I mean, a lot of people, they don't like this itemization, they don't like this playstyle, but I assure you, you will find nothing but the highest amount of success if you go this like setup. I was on 0 to get the kill. Honestly, I don't really need it. What I like to do for Red Kayn is I like to enable my carries as well. A lot of people, they don't think that that's a good idea. Blue Kayn plays a lot more selfishly. It's me. But Red, it's like, I can honestly have multiple carries because it just means I have less to do. Like, if my team is getting more gold and they're, you know, reliable, you know, you can obviously tell players will be reliable with gold and which not. Sometimes they won't. And you can take everything. But if you think that they will be, well, you can give them some gold and they'll help you out, you know. make plays on their own. You don't always need to have to do everything. But I mean, the reason why I love Red Kayn is because he can literally do everything if need be. It's just not always best. Like the thing is that you just have to understand the same playstyle is not always required. Yeah, I mentioned you don't need to use an early ult, but hey, here's killing Twitch early on because I used an early ult. Hey, here's fighting Tryndamere and spacing him out. I can go back on him here. I can go on this guy. No! Is there a blue? No, I thought there would be a blue there, dude. Oh! I think we lose the dragon now because Renekton didn't. Yeah, honestly, we could have won that fight. I should have went for Auction, but like, I thought my team would be able to like 1v3 him because I went for I zoned Tryndamere out of the fight. I think Tryndamere is much more scary to dive after a team than Auction, but I guess I was wrong about that. Sometimes I make mistakes. Yeah, if I want to, okay, this way you have to rationalize. If I need to be doing more in a fight, getting tankier doesn't help me do more. If my team needs to do more in a fight, that's when getting tankier will help. But, you know, obviously, I don't really want to rely on my team to do more, because you should never rely on your team for anything in solo queue. So this is why you typically want to go a higher damage route. You always want to kind of itemize more aggressively. So instead of going for, you know, armor stacking because they're full AD, I'm going to go for more of a high damage route, because my way to win this game isn't through buying time for my team, it's through killing all the enemies. Simple as that. And, you know, building armor and stacking armor will help me survive a long time, but who's going to kill the enemies? You or your team? That's kind of just food for thought for Red Kayn's itemizations. And losing that dragon's at the end of the world. Like, we still have a lot of time. Usually whenever like a play like that happens, it just means the game's going to go on a little bit longer, but unfortunately, Kayn is not really a champion that you're like dissatisfied. Went on too long. This guy got very low, by the way. We should just start this immediately. Tell him that maybe he could look for like a TP or something. The thing about Jhin juggling the Baron with me is that you deal less damage whenever you're tanking, so our main damage source was dealing 50% less damage for this Baron. Yeah. So let me tell you another thing about playing Red Kayn, because he's like a team play champion. You're not always going to have a team that you can play off of, but you can find individuals that you can play off of. Every game, you'll always be able to find at least 1 or 2 that you can play off of. Sometimes 4, sometimes 0. If you have 0, well, hey, good luck winning that game. It's pretty tough. It's very tough. You have to pretty much play near perfect in order to win those games. So those are the games that usually just take a free loss, you know. You're going to lose games. All I'm trying to teach you, because there's, you know, anyone that's going to claim that you can win every game, that you can do everything right. I mean, you can if you're a robot, but how many people are robots? I mean, I'm kind of scared to go down that rabbit hole, but, you know, I don't think as many as you might believe. But, yeah, most of the time you just want to give yourself higher odds in winning games, so give yourself like a couple extra percentages here and there, you know, winning a couple extra games per day. That's how you climb, really. And yeah, I had a feeling this was going to happen. And now we can go inside this guy. We're just going to wait this out. And we will play for life. We're going to play to dodge the hook. See, so knowing when to go in, knowing when to play for life, that's very important. Because this is called understanding your limitations. And this is actually something I can't teach you. You have to learn on your own. But that's the fun in playing League. Is you got to make very aggressive, very crazy plays. And sometimes it'll work out. Sometimes it won't. But that's the fun in League, baby. That's the fun. So, some people, they get angry when things go wrong and when they make mistakes, but I view those as just learning experiences, man, you know? Sometimes it's funny to laugh at yourself, too. Like when you go for something really crazy and you just freaking flop it super hard. I love those situations because it's just hilarious. And yeah, you'll get flamed for when you make mistakes. You'll get flamed when you do overly aggressive stuff. They're going to flame you no matter what, man. They're gonna flame you no matter what you do. That's what a lot of people seem to forget about League of Legends. That no matter what you do, you're getting flamed. You can play near perfect. If you guys want truth and you want me to prove this to you, a testament to this would be just watching my streams. You will see I can play at any ELO. My teammates will tell me I'm doing everything wrong. They're doing everything right. Whether I'm in Challenger, whether I'm in Diamond, whether I'm in Iron, I will be told, Kayn, you're doing this wrong. You're building wrong. You're taking the wrong runes. You're playing wrong. But no matter what they're going to do, no matter what you're going to do, they're going to flame you. And do I let those people get to me? No. Should you let those people get to you? Also no. Overstaying there and dying for free, pretty stupid. I should have called off it. But, you know, if we played overly aggressive and we won that fight, we went a little bit faster, you know? It's about it's about, you know, just testing out your limitations. A lot of people, they think it's like a really bad thing to do, but I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to do, because that's what League is about. It's about, you know, trial and error. It's about having fun. A lot of people, they're so like hung up on winning that they forget that you're supposed to play this game for fun. Oh, well, we should end this game for Jin, because bathroom problems. Okay, D and 5 bot, easy. I'll shot call for him then. Nice. Well, their biggest threat there. Nice. Huge. So we should get Dragon and then just go bot. Getting mid inhib we're going to do while we are, what do we call it? Breaking open that bot. So let's go bot. Get it. Oop. Alright. So, not bad that they did that, but once again, very, very overly aggressive. Something could have went wrong. If you want to make sure that you don't lose, like you have no ways of losing, like you could play a near perfect game, but that method of playing is a lot more boring because it's like, all right, like you're just giving the enemy team zero breathing room. It's very, like, you're only taking high percentage chances of fighting. I like to take low percentage chances, and I have like the odds of outplaying. Like if I'm at an advantage and my team's at disadvantage, I'll take lower odd fighting because it's like, hey, you know what? They might have strength, but I have me, you know? That's like a fun mindset to think about, isn't it? I'm the type of player where when oh wow, that was a fast one shot. When I play the game, I want to think like, hey, if I play perfect, I can solo carry this. If I play bad, maybe I deserve to lose, you know? That's kind of my general thought process. Yeah, getting hooked there was a pretty bad idea, to be honest. I think we should be fine. Maybe. Oh, it's looking good so far. Maybe not the best, but I mean, it looks good. It was like, well, with this game, honestly, I don't really think they have a way of winning because they don't have a front line. They have double ADC, and we have Renekton Red Kayn that is not going to die fast. But if we like get on Akshan and Twitch, they just die. You know? But we are playing like, see, the low percentage things is like, okay, under their tower, chances where they can hook us, chances where there's separation, chances where, you know, we have too much gold in our inventory, chances where, you know, we're overextending, we're overstaying, you know, just stuff like that. That's like lower percentage chances. But doing that kind of stuff, like I said, it's just like, I wouldn't feel too discouraged in doing that. But let's make sure that we close this game out. Like I said, we played through objectives. We got 3 dragons, so we have dragons to play off of, and we can go for the Baron, because Baron would enable open map fighting. See, now, the smartest place you can fight is a Red Kayn. The best comfort zone for a Red Kayn in a fight is in the jungle. So if you can ever look for like jungle fights, because it's very tight, so you can hit all of your abilities, especially when they like all go after you, they can just stack up on top of you in that like tight areas. That's why I love Grudge, by the way, because my Q enables that they're slowed, and then it pretty much makes it guaranteed I hit my W, right? Also, Red Smite will slow them as well, so you get so much slows. Now we are going to get Baron. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, just gonna look to finish it. If you saw there, Shaco used his, wait, what? Nice. Shaco used his Q to get over that wall. Now we can just honestly push mid and end. We're so ahead. Which is right here, by the way. Blitz is over there. Oh no, that's Akshan actually, sorry. I don't want to use my W, because if he has flash, then it's very easy for him to like shit on me there. I have stopwatch, so I'm just planning to like play this slow. Nice. Well, that was a clean little red Kayn game, boys. And gold Kayn. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, YouTube.